kochani, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale. Dalej gramy w Hogwarts Legacy i mamy kolejną lekcję przed nami. Moi drodzy, teraz mamy lekcję zielarstwa, więc powiem wam, że mega się cieszę, tylko sobie ustawię podążanie, bo oczywiście coś mi tutaj innego wybrała gra, jakiś poboczny. Okej, tutaj mam zamek. Czekaj, no tak, bo mamy noc, a to musi być dzień. Rozpoczynamy misję, kochani. Zielarstwo. Całe czego nauczymy się na zielarstwie. O. Jakieś jajka?
Good morning,
ziarna?
Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
O, ale ta jest ładna.
A little treat for your auntie.
I jaka ta jest ładna. Patrz na jej strój. Zielony kawał żółty.
Class,
Troszkę szarego.
please
Pięknie
welcome
wygląda
the
w tej
newest
sukni,
rose
w tej
in our
kapeluszu, w tych
garden.
rudych włosach długich.
We do look forward to growing together.
O, razem dobrze się rosło. No,
How
okej.
thrilling it is to have everyone back together again.
Taka
This
miła i
year will be
pozytywna.
filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist
tak,
is
wiedza
no
jest
more
to
afraid of
bardzo
the
ważne w
venomous
zielarstwie, bo wyhoduje
tentacular than
jakąś
the bouncing
roślinę
bone.
mordożerczą. Tak jak właśnie ta.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous
Słodko
tuber
brzmiącą
known as
bulwą
the
zwaną
mandrake
mandragorą.
root. Accio.
To nie jest słodkie. Znamy z drugiej części Harry'ego Pottera.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit
To
more
wygląda ładnie na
comfortable,
zewnątrz,
shall we?
ale nie w środku.
First, let's protect our ears.
To jak oni usłyszą coś, kochana?
Now, everyone, grip the mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Nie chcę. Nie chcesz tak robić. A Boże. Oj.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and patch out the soil.
Okej, te quick eventy fajne też są. O, w końcu cisza.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Spokoj, Mandragora. Dobrze.
Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next
A, jeszcze
task,
coś
we'll be
będzie.
planting dittany at our pot.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
A, zgadzam się. O,
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic,
żebym miała
they
tylko
will take
pamiętała.
time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy
co
or
ludzie,
roses.
ruszcie się.
Dittany's restorative
Okay.
properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all
Okej,
should know from Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that.
Szarp to nic Snape'a
What
przypomina.
say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some
Chińska
plants are better suited to
kąsająca
uses
kapusta?
outside of a
Czy ja
cauldron.
dobrze słyszałam?
The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping. Yes, Professor. They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the
Daj
footbridge
maneki,
leading
żeby
out of
sobie
this room.
Okej.
Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Uważaj na palce. Okej, pani profesor.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you.
Tak jest.
Nice work in
Nice to
defense
meet you
against the
too.
dark arts, by the way.
Coś tu jest.
Excuse me?
Się malwy.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good.
Pojedynek Sebastiana.
Thinks he's really good. But you outright
Okej, to
slaughtered him. It
zbieramy.
was brilliant.
Widzę.
Oh, well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Go on. Now, see that dummy?
Sobie
Just
zmienię
toss the cabbages
troszeczkę
at
jej.
it. And they'll do the rest.
Wygląda tak normalnie. Jezu!
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
A, wrzeszczą żonkie. I trochę szkoda, bo
Vicious
one są
little
cute.
bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Yeah, probably.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
O, chyba już nic więcej tutaj ciekawego nie ma do pozbierania. No, chyba ogłosiłam wszystko tutaj, co było. Trzeba iść do pani profesor. O, skrzynka. O, jeszcze tutaj coś.
And with that helpful reminder
Oh,
as to why we
uwielbiam
should
Happy Paw.
always wear our dragon hide gloves,
Dobra, widzę jeszcze
I
teraz
shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
A droga profesor Garlic. Okej. Tu nie mogę zabrać pani profesor. Pani profesor, jestem.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to
Raczej nie
blossom.
było zbyt śmieszne, ale cieszę się też, że
Magical plants have so
nie
much
jestem
to offer.
pogubiona.
I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Okej. Moi drodzy,
To make anything grow, we
jakby
must
to
first
ująć,
understand
mamy
that goes to
za sobą
Kindness
już
and concern are as
zielarstwo.
necessary in the
Dobra.
greenhouse as in the great hall.
Nie będziemy tutaj. Okej, widzę, że mi się coś kolejnego odblokowało. Okej, widzę, że mamy eliksiry. Telefon ma tyle włosów. No przecież mój kot jest jeden czarny, ale nie siedzi mi tu. Królik siedzi mi. W sensie nie koło komputera, ale... Okej. Ale mimo wszystko jest. A nogami? Mam nadzieję, że nie. Raczej pająki na 100% będą. To nawet nie muszę tego wiedzieć. Ja to po prostu czuję, że tam będą. Dobra. Którędy? Tędy, 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 tędy. Tędy, 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 do podziemi jakiś wejść czas gdzieś, iść do podziemi. Tak. Walnij zakręcie w drzwi.
Shouldn't there be
Okay.
Aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Rebellion.
I tam coś mamy. A tu. Co my tu mamy? Yeah. Zamknięcie. Okej, wracamy do zajęcia. Zaczynamy zajęcia. Rozpocznij misję. Jak Snape trochę.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Okej. Abyś chłopie coś powiedział więcej, co? O, moja postać se radzi. Quick
Use
event?
a strong, even motion when crushing your
Jezu,
ingredients.
serio?
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Takie wrażenie to mi pasuje. Nie muszę się za bardzo tym załamał quick event. I... Okej.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Jak się miesza, zapomniałem. A ja zrobiłam.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Gra za mnie to zrobiła. Okej, idziemy.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Aha.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere.
Okay.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Nie wiem, czy to dobry pomysł. Dokładnie.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
O, dziękuję, że zrozumiałeś. Boję się, że będzie mieć problemy,
Remember.
wiecie.
Revelio.
Okej. Notka. Jeszcze skrzynka. Coś jeszcze?
Your potion station's organized and free. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Okej, w ogóle co on robi? Wzmacnia obronę osoby, która go wybiegła jej ciało otwartą kamienistą skórą. Te niezłe. Kochani, niezłe, niezłe. Takie coś by się przydało w życiu, coś innego. Albo eliksir na zarabianie kasy. Albo zakręcie chociaż. Wow. Okej.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it! Oh! Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Dobrze, że nie jestem z Gryffindoru.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I koniec zajęć, moi drodzy.
Revelio.
O, czekajcie, tutaj mam jeszcze coś do podniesienia. Oj, wybacz, profesorze. No, nic nie mamy tutaj. A widzę, że ten próbujesz coś zrobić z tym.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
A, do góry masz iść, Boże. Co może chcieć ode mnie portret?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
To jest portretem Edricha Diggory'ego. Okej. Pójdziemy sobie na piechtę, kochani. Wycieczkę sobie zrobimy. A tutaj nie kojarzę mnie.
Revelio.
Ja siebie tu nie kojarzę. A czemu mi to akurat? Aha. Okej, to mi się nie działa, to mi działa. Okej. Okej. Tu mam coś do odblokowania.
Handy
Dziedzieniec
resource indeed.
wiaduktu.
Your
Okej. Ej, nieźle.
Revelio.
I fajnie tu. Dobra, łazimy tu. Trzeba znaleźć swój pokój. Gdzie jest pokój? Ej, Gierko, lubisz mnie, nie przycinaj się. What the hell? Oczywiście. Kłódki są wszędzie.
Revelio.
Wiedziałam. Serio? Okej. Trochę niefortunne. A, to tak wygląda. To jest Gryffindor, to jest Hufflepuff, to jest Ravenclaw i Slytherin. Okej, nie widzę jakiejś różnicy w punktach. Okej. Piętro niżej. O! I już się przycięła, ale spokojnie się stało. A to są te wspaniałe ruchome schody. Ja muszę sobie potem pochodzić po tym Hogwarcie bardziej, moi drodzy, wiecie? Bo to się nie rusza. Ale tutaj mamy zejście do
Off on
mojego
another
pokoju.
adventure, are we?
Jak ja dobrze pamiętam, to tutaj gdzieś była ta piwnica. I możemy coś zjeść? Śpieszmy się na razie. Oj!
Revelio.
Otwierajcie mi się. O, ale duży obraz. Co pan od mnie chce?
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you are up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think.
Stara zbrodnia.
I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Ciekawe, ciekawe, stara zbrodnia. O Jezu, nikt nie będzie miał dosyć tego pokoju. Jest taki cozy, taki fajny. Okej. Dobra. Porozmawiamy z Heleną, Trizę, coś tam, dobra. Gdzie jest to górne coś tam, coś tam? Mapę mi dajcie. Mapę świata. Okej. No my sobie pójdziemy odtąd. Tak jest. Trzeba zrobić zakupy, się wyprzedać. A nuż jakiś fajny ciuszek się nam trafi. No ale to ładowanie potrafi jednak dobić człowieka.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Here I come. A jeszcze by mi się te cukierki szybciej załadowały. Szybciutko i cudownie. Tak mamy tutaj swój.
Revelio.
Znowu te pozamykane kłódki. Hello.
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Ja się mam spadem, a nie pić herbatkę.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Szkolna marynarka w kratkę. Widzę, panie, że tutaj tak kikucik to tak troszeczkę się tutaj, nie? Ja nie wiem, czy będę coś kupować. Nie widziałam, że mi takie rzeczy
I
wpadły.
suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Okej, zobaczmy, jak to wygląda. Zacznijmy od tego. Wiecie co, te długie spódnice mnie troszeczkę denerwują. Może przez to. Jak to wygląda? To nieźle wygląda nawet. A to? To wygląda zajebiście. Jakbym chciała zmienić wygląd? No to już mam to odblokowane. Dobra. I to jest to. Okej, nie jest źle. Dobra. Musimy się wyprzedać, żeby mieć miejsce.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Okej. Sprzedajemy, panie.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Okej. Teraz fajnie wygląda. To mi się podoba. Przyspieszmy troszeczkę zwiedzanie. Czy to nie przez przypadek zlatająca? A, tak. Ja chyba mam tam teleport, ale i tak na mniej więcej ładowanie potrwa tak długo jak dobieganie tam. Więc sobie popodziwiamy troszeczkę owieczki. Szkoda, że ich zabić nie można. Ja to żadałem, bo ja kochać owieczki. Bardzo kochać owieczki, ale źli. Jakiś zamek i źli. Okej. Oczywiście musimy się przejść. Ale
No!
hehehe.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio.
Nie może to być skrzynka z jakimiś fajnymi rzeczami. Jakieś parszywe ruiny.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Dobra. Dawaj tam laska. Idziemy.
Incendio.
Okej. Nie przy... Wciągaj się.
That wasn't too hard.
Okej. Ty tyle? Ja myślałam, że coś więcej będzie z tego. Weźmy na mnie wracać.
Revelio.
Tu jeszcze. Okej. O, jakiś pan sprzedaje tutaj coś. Hello.
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but What's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance. What do you say? Aye.
Ja chcę
What do you have for sale?
sprzedać, a nie
See if
słuchać
there's
swojej
something you need.
gadki.
I shall hope to do business with you again. Thank you for your patronage.
Okej. Mamy
That's been a pleasure.
eliksir leczący kupiony. Dobra, wiecie co? Polecimy sobie na przyłaj.
Revelio.
Wow. Ale ich rozwaliło. Znowu są ci. Ale dobra, na razie nie mamy czasu na nich. Bućki. Nie, też by chciała taki piknik.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen?
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
O, witam, witam.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
Okay.
What a horrible story. Well, if you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Chociaż tyle.
Very well. Let's go.
Ruszamy
Steady
do Azkabanu.
yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
No dobra. Takiego obrotu historii to ja się nie spodziewałam, że odwiedzę Azkaban. Nie dam sobie ręki uczyć, czy w pierwszej, albo drugiej, trzeciej, siódmej części nie pokazali Azkabanu, bo tutaj to akurat ja słabo pamiętam tą część, bo chyba ją co najmniej oglądałam, bo mi się już tak średnio podobało to co zrobili, ale Azkaban, no. Znaczy Azkaban jest mroczny, bez oczu, bez niczego, to wiadomo. Ale uczennica oskarżona na wysłu do Azkabanu, o Jezu. O!
Expecto Patronum!
O, Expecto Patronum kluczek. Nieźle.
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. Do keep your wits about you.
Ugh, I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
She's been here a lot longer than the rest of them.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know of.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
What is that I hear? Perhaps death, in all its mercy, approaches.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Ellen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Ojeju, ojeju. Użyła na niej.
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
Okay.
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. Seems a pleasant enough little place. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
zabijcie wybczek.
This must be the place Anne told me about.
Okej.
No one's been here for ages.
Okej.
No. How did you do this, Jackdaw? Incendio!
Okej, tak widziałam to. Okej, muszę to podblokowywać. Wszystko, że przyjdę. Dobra. Moi drodzy, to będzie w następnym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że Wam się podobał. Zostawcie łapkę w górę, subskrypcję, komentarz mile widziany. Zapraszam Was na inne filmiki z unboxingów czy z gier, jak i na mojego Discorda. Życzę Wam miłego dnia. Trzymajcie się. Hejo!